Hi guys, how you doing? I hope you're okay today. Everything here's so far so good. Today we were unable to catch, uh, wow, what's her name? Amber. The plan today was to catch Amber, put her in a crusher cage, and give her 2 injections. Unfortunately, she saw the crusher cage and headed for the hills. She's smart, that cat. She really is a smart cookie. But on a more positive note, which I'm glad to be able to tell you, we had a little bit of a problem last night. Well, a big problem. I thought it was a big problem with JoJo. He's asleep over there right now with his friend. He couldn't breathe last night, and I was convinced that he was at death's door. Tina was out. Tina was at work, and well, I just felt that, you know, it always seems to happen to me when Tina's not around, and I just panic. I'm trying to, at the same time as doing this, I'm trying to update my PlayStation. I have to try and be quite clever with my time because I don't really get much time to spare, and every time I switch this thing on it needs an update. It kind of really gets me down because I quite fancied playing it tonight just to take my mind off everything. Marlowe, he's doing great. He eats like an absolute pig. I mean Mr. Pig. Mr. Pig. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. I don't think so. While I'm doing this. Oh no. Yeah, I can. I think. No, I'll do it later. Sorry for boring you guys. So this fella, Luca, you don't see much of Luca. He's a beautiful boy. He's a very, very hairy boy. Very furry. And he was suffering really, really badly with matted fur underneath. Now, he's not the friendliest animal in the world. And we had to take him to the vet to have the knots taken out. Because I mean, there were knots. Some of them had got the size of my hand on his chest, and it was obviously hurting him, causing him concern. So, although we don't really like to have them put under anaesthetic and take that risk to have the knots taken out, we had to with this guy because he's really quite feral. He's kind enough, you know, he won't go for you for no reason, but he doesn't take any nonsense. I don't know who's under there. There's somebody under there. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about JoJo, not because I think he's an imminent risk of death anymore, not any more than usual. He's got some very, very serious underlying issues. I think myocardial, he's got a problem with his heart. Anyway, the vets have said there's nothing more they can do for him. They've done what they can and they can treat symptoms and stuff like that, but we just have to go with the flow, see where it takes us. And last night he couldn't breathe, so he was sitting on my head, and I had that fan running, and although it was freezing, we had it going full belt, and he was just sitting on my head and with his ears tucked back, and he was getting some oxygen into his lungs. today's been better. He's eating really well. There's none of the heavy breathing that he was doing last night. He was really, really struggling for breath. Really struggling. Yeah, the first known photograph of JoJo here is in July of 2014. Now, he came here before that. He came with two brothers and a sister. He came with a brother called Coco, a brother called CJ, and a sister called Maddie. And I'll throw them up when I do the edit. I'll put some photographs up so that you can see them. As far as my memory serves, CJ was the first to go missing. Very early on, after we'd kind of repaired them, because they were all really, really sick. They were all having diarrhea everywhere, and sick, vomit everywhere. So the last thing in the world we wanted to do was to photograph them, or video them, or anything like that. It was a case of fixing them first. So yeah, CJ went missing first. Sometime later, Coco disappeared. And a long, long time after that, Maddie disappeared. The last time I remember seeing Maddie was, you might have seen, if you watch the channel, you might have seen on my computer screensaver, she's laying on a windowsill, and that's the last time I saw her. I took that photograph, I never saw her again. We're assuming it's the shepherd's dogs, the goat herders' dogs, that have killed them all. We've lost dozens and dozens because of those dogs. And of course other things, but these cats weren't run over. We've had some run over, quite a few, which is amazing, because when we first moved here there was just dirt tracks, and still the cats managed to get run over by idiots in Taliban taxis. They just don't care. They'd run over you if you didn't run. So JoJo came home one night, some years ago now, and he didn't have a face. His whole face was missing. There was just eyes, teeth, and a bit of a nose. And he'd been bitten by snakes. He'd been very, very badly bitten by poisonous vipers. And the skin, I don't remember what the word is now, it just fell off. It just, necrosis, was it necrosis? The skin just died. And it took months, I want to say months, but probably it was years, to fix him. But he's never been right since then. So I don't know whether it's the poison from the snakes that have affected his heart and his pulmonary arteries. I just don't know what it is, but he hasn't been well since then. Not well at all. Okay, Grey. But he's happier tonight, so if he's happier, then I'm happier. And tomorrow's another day when he can have some more nice food that he likes. He loves his food, he really does, and he eats with chili pepper. There was other things I wanted to tell you about him, but I don't remember now, and I never write a script or anything. I just do freestyle, and I know that that's not really good enough. I should try harder, I guess. But I just thought you would all like to know that he's okay. He's dribbling a little bit there, but he's been a lot worse. He's been a lot worse than that. Last night, for example. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching, and wish us luck. Cheers now, bye.